two drug barons in parliament. Two drug barons, not in parliament, in cabinet. Two known drug barons who cannot go to the United Kingdom.
Now, of course, that's part of the message that Shakil Shabir was actually delivering some 2 days ago. And of course, the Kisumu Town East Member of Parliament has been a staunch ODM member for like 20 years now, ever since ODM was formed. Now, this drug baron issue is actually a serious issue. And I remember even it brought to attention the US wakasema kwamba Kenya kuna drug barons na, and they are actually in government and they are actually being protected by the president.
So you hold with what the president is saying that
no, the president is part of the problem. The president, as head of the executive and head of government, is part of the problem. You cannot start crying wolf or fox when you know where it's coming from.
Of course, he did not mention the names. Yeah, the drug barons, huh? But this has been an issue for like over 10 years now. And I remember, let me take you back to 2012 when Saitoti was when Saitoti died, when there was this chopper crash in Lanka Chinina Saitoti. And I remember prior to Saitoti's death, he said this. He said that he has a list of drug barons in Kenya. And of course, he said that the names will actually shock Kenyans. Now remember, some 1 to 2 weeks after the speech, so he died. Of course, he died. It was a chopper crash, and of course, we can't say that so and so killed him, but it's believed that the death was not natural. Actually, it was just an assassination. So that aside, now this issue of Shakil Shabir, I mean, him saying that the president is actually part of the problem, because he's saying that the president is the problem, because he's actually having 2 drug barons in his cabinet. You see now, and he even says that even there are some member of parliaments who are actually drug barons, and of course there has been rumors of certain people being accused of being drug barons. For example, Alex Anjo has been accused, but of course there's no evidence to pin him na hii kesi, but has been accused. Of course, he came out openly and said that, yeah, see, he is not in drugs. He said that. So, people, after me, I treat it as rumors because there's no evidence to show that so and so the drug baron. They are only accusations. We even saw accusations from Sonko. Yeah, people accusing Sonko.
My friend Sonko is looting every land in Nairobi. He has a criminal record from Mombasa where he was jailed because of fraud, forgery, and drug dealing. Then he ran away from jail. So it's a cartel.
Go for kuna pesa, hizi pesa in the drugs. For example, there's this debate Sonko na Miguna in 2017, whereby Miguna just busted Sonko akamwambia we are drug baron, one of our drugs kwa watoto wetu. And of course that prompted Sonko to call Miguna a madman. Of course, even if you call me a drug whatever, I call you a madman. Because there are some allegations that requires evidence. You can't just wake up in the morning and say that so-and-so is a killer, so-and-so is a drug baron, so-and-so is... You need to have some proof. So that you can at least defend yourself. So, the message from Shakil Shabir is actually telling me one thing, that indeed, ODM broad-based government is actually dead. Why am I saying so? Like, we are having staunch members of ODM fighting the broad-based government bitterly. For example, we saw even Orengo. Orengo is not in broad-based government. He's just being forced to be in there. But he's not there. Because he's publicly been, rejecting him and broad-based. He's been rejecting it. He even said that it's an abomination for Raila to actually shake his hand now William Samoei Ruto. You see now, that's what I'm saying. This is a serious issue, and of course, we are expecting maybe Shakil Shabir to be, of course, be disciplined in a party, labda nyang'anywe kiti, because you see, in Nyanza you don't go against Raila Odinga. You see now, when you go against Ruto right now, you're actually going against Raila Odinga. That's the thing. That's how this thing is serious. So the fact that Shakil Habib has just bashed the president, I'm expecting a tough punishment from the government. I mean, from Raila's side, because Raila is the government now. Because I remember he said this in Omabay that Kenya should give them time. Wow, funny cousin Ruto, if you 2027, they'll come to Kenyans and tell Kenyans that this is what we did. Are you giving us the second chance? That's what he said. So I don't know Raila's role in the government. I don't know whether it's the prime minister, but there's these rumors that Raila Odinga is said to be the prime minister of Kenya. Of course, there's another rumor that Raila Odinga can be the deputy president, but Raila mentioned the deputy president. I don't think Raila can take that, but I think prime minister he can take it because he's been the PM before. So probably Ruto will tell Raila Odinga that I want your region to be behind me, but you will take the prime minister first. But Ruto, do I know him? Ruto venye ananjaya power. Ruto cannot lead a nation yenye prime minister. Ruto hawezi kubali kuwa na prime minister wa serikali yake. He wants to be the top. Anyway, now that's actually what's happening now. And tell me now, who do you think are the two drug barons that, of course, Shakil is actually referring to here? And of course, you need to tell me what you think. But remember, in this podcast, I have not mentioned any name. I've only said people have been accused before, who of course are in the public domain. You get the point? So no one should misquote me anywhere. You know, people like to come into the comment section, Matusi Nini, but I've not said anything. I just said people have been accused in the past. So tell me what to think. Thank you.
If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.